Alright, okay, alright.
So we've got some conversations.
We do. I'm just very quickly checking over. Yeah, I guess those are gonna just be the same until I actually get something from them.
Yes.
So I'm doing this specifically so that...
Yeah, so we're prepared.
Yeah, so Anna can also abscond with the goods and of the monies, so that other Annas can show up at some point. And perhaps
That
maybe
would be very helpful.
have more things that we need. Let's see. You're okay with the heals for now. You're doing okay. You're doing okay. Yeah. So far, everything is all right. That said, I mean, for the sake of being able to say that I actually bought something, I'll buy a reeking box from you. Thank you, Anna. And as for you,
Take your time.
I'll go ahead and buy an extra iron bow. You never know. You never know. Thank you very kindly. Okay. And one quick once over to store any unnecessarily had items. Let's see. Restores a distant allies thing. Okay, trade that. Well, no, I guess. Store that so then I can go over to Lissa so that she can have it. There you go. Now she's got better range when it comes to her heals. Always a good thing. Hold on to the concoctions. Those are good. Okay, we're fine for now. Support time! Support time. A little bit of respite. The pool of suspects grows larger by the moment. Sorry. Who's a suspect now? Oh, my lord. I didn't see you there. I was just going over my list.
Listen.
Uh-oh. That can't be good. What list is that? I've been keeping track of men who may be getting too close to Lissa. My darling is a bewitching vixen, even if she doesn't realize the power of her charms. So when these lecherous men get too close, I drive them back from the ramparts. You aren't joking, are you? Why on earth would you do such a thing?
Clearly.
Isn't it obvious? Lissa's your younger sister and princess of the royal house of Elise. It falls upon me, her bosom friend and true companion, to save her from scallywags.
Yes, that has to be the reason. And not because I constantly see fan art shipping the two of them or anything like that.
I mean, quite frankly, in my personal opinion, people overblow it. She really is. There's actually a story reason why she's so devoted to Lissa, but you know how the internet is.
Oh, that's funny because that's the impression I got this far into it, so... Graceful tap dancing exit that way.
Dork. Scallywag?
Yeah, I am.
Look, Maribel, I think my sister can guard her own ramparts just fine.
Yes.
When he says
Can
it,
she, though?
When he says it, it almost sounds dirty. Ha, don't be so naive. It seems even great men are blind when it comes to matters of the heart. Hey, I am not blind, and you're being paranoid. There's no harm in Lissa having a few friends among her comrades in arms.
No.
That they are comrades makes them more dangerous. Snakes in the den, says I. As such, I put a strict screening process in place. Any man who would speak to Lissa must first be interviewed by me, many times. And provide supporting documentation, of course. I guess in a way, it's reassuring to know that Lissa has you watching over her. Well then, I'll trust you to keep her safe for me.
Yes.
Of course, my lord. A woman of my position would offer no less. That is just how the Maribel do.
She has her mission, and she's gonna stick to it. Darn it.
Word up. Alright, let's see how their science experiment is going.
Why, thank
We
you.
shall see.
Fake.
Hey.
Hey, Muriel. So, did you watch me fight, or what?
Yes.
Indeed. I observed that your battle shouts enhance the effectiveness of your blows. Often the foe would briefly let down his guard, granting you a momentary opening. I had not realized the impact war cries could have on the psychology of an enemy.
What?
Yeah, but what about me? What about the Vake?
Fascinating.
I observed the details of your moves, but not from the perspective of the foe. Perhaps an analogy would be helpful here. So, if we were to assume that you are a planet and the enemy is the sun...
Huh?
Hey, wait, I want to be the sun!
Hmm?
But the sun does not travel around planets, or the planets spin around the sun. Or so it was postulated in my mother's book. It has yet to be proven.
No.
You sure it's not your head spinning? I don't see this ground going anyplace.
Indeed.
Alas, we cannot sense this motion, making the theory intuitively difficult?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh,
Alright,
please.
sure, the ground's spinning, just like when I swing my weapon, yeah?
Hmm.
Yes, this generates the centrifugal force we discussed the other day. I'm glad we had this conversation. It has helped clarify my thoughts on the subject. Would you mind terribly if we continued our discussions for research purposes? You mean chat as friends? Well, sure. After all, we have so much in, common.
Oh, one ear and out the other with this guy.
I mean, you can tell there's a degree of him that really is actually trying. He is just so out of his depth.
Oh yeah, true. Very much.
New events have occurred.
That's actually very apparent, but yeah.
Yeah. Shouldn't you go to bed soon, Robin? Maribel, not you too!
Don't tell me what to do.
You Tagwell often call humans the dreaming race. What is your dream? Well, I'd like to tell a fortune with griffin feathers for a change. Does that count? No.
No, that's dumb.
We are so unnecessarily mean to this girl. Oh my god.
I don't know how it evolved to that, really. It's just that the game makes it funny, and then we just harp on it as well.
And then she decks Crom upside the face.
Yeah, oh yeah, that was splendid. That was like 10 out of 10.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about that. Not
We
gonna lie.
we make fun of her a lot, but like when she punch, she punch.
She do
It's
be
really
punching.
good.
She do be punching.
A 9 out of 10 wallop right there.
Oh yeah. I am not allowed to bring a lot of people with me on this one. Huh.
Oof.
Okay, well, then, Sully, I will take you down and out for just a moment so Muriel can continue the Vake Muriel combo that's been working out surprisingly well for us.
All right. Let's hope this works out well.
Time shall tell. All right.
And by time, probably means the next 30 to 40 minute block of time.
Perhaps. I like to think that this particular mission won't take that long, but we'll see, I suppose. Okay. You're probably gonna get decked upside the head with a magic spell, which is a bit of a pile of butts in its own route. But, hey ho, what are you gonna do? Not a whole lot, I'd imagine. Alright. You two just
The
have-
Max a Few Trades classic, the pile of butts. He just has that stored in the corner, and he just takes out a butt and looks at it and goes, "Yep, that's a pile of butts. I'm gonna put that in the commentary."
I really do say that a lot.
You really do.
I always say I have no catchphrases, but that's dangerously close.
Why, thank you.
Not exactly the kind of thing you could put on a t-shirt or a mug, though, so...
Not with that attitude.
Fair
Get
enough.
on that. Sell a bunch of those.
Nobody would want that.
I don't know. I can think of a few people that might actually want a pile of butts themselves. And you're just hoarding it for yourself?
That is not what I am offering on sale at the moment, okay?
Share the wealth, man. You've been hogging all of the butts for too long.
You are giving people way too much material to work with right now, and I would appreciate it if you stopped.
All your butts are belong to Max.
Oh, dear God. Okay.
He is the butt master.
You can stop at any moment. I don't mind. I guess I'll break the silence. We reached level 20 with Robin. That's pretty fantastic. I didn't know. I just assumed you had some diabolical plot brewing up inside your brainscape, and I was not about to partake. I ain't biting, all right? No bait this day.
I didn't say anything.
You were thinking something.
I think a lot of things. I say maybe 30% of them.
That's horrifying. I don't like that ratio.
I pick out only the best ones for you.
Oh, delightful. Anyway, so, oh, a Speedwing, baller. Okay, so the good news is Robin is at level 20, which means he's as strong as he is. However, the downside is it means that getting into battles literally holds no benefit to him other than, you know, defeating an enemy. So we're gonna have to do something about that. A leader must never rest, never surrender, and most of all, never stop learning. And then he learns. Good for him.
Wow, that took significantly less time than I thought it might have.
And I'm all the happier for it. I'll take a break when I feel like it, Anna.
All we had to have is one unnecessarily awkward conversation about a theoretical pile of butts, and the battle ended.
Indeed, indeed. All right, so I have the ability to go S rank with Lissa right now. The question is that where I want to go?
I mean, how long do we have to decide this?
We have the entire game.
Then let's hold off for now. Not saying I don't like it as an option, but let's hold off for now and see what else we can come up with.
Yeah, I think that's a safe enough idea.
And
All
then
right.
when we have to pull the trigger on something, we'll think of something.
Good call, good call. Let's see, where's that second seal? There it is. All right, I guess. I mean, I was gonna use it on Donnie. Okay, I'm gonna have to, you know, metaphorically pick your brain on this one. Okay, so we've got two options.
Similar to what I was saying before, what I was thinking was, why don't we? Because his whole thing is actually not really knowing what he wants to do.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you feel confident that you have any idea what you'd really like him to be, or are you just doing it just to, you know, come up with a direction for him? Or should we wait until you actually have a very concrete direction that you know where you want to go with him and what you want him to be? Because this sounds like the kind of decision that you make and then you can't really go back on it.
I mean,
So
you kind
something worthy of thought being put into it.
You're right in the sense that at the very bare minimum, using stuff like this, I mean, it's gonna be a while before we can outright buy them. These do not come cheap. As it stands, you go the path of a fighter or a mercenary. Either way, I'd like him to level up a little bit more before I decide to finally shove him over to something else.
All right, well then, which do you absolutely think is the, you know, basically all I'm asking is don't just like choose something out of a little bit of thought.
That's true.
Like, let's put some real thought into it. What
Okay.
we're gonna do.
Okay, that's fair.
What do you need to do?
All right. Well,
What do you feel should be done?
Okay, what I feel should be done.
Mhm.
We're gonna come across another second seal eventually, but the two options for Robin right now are to use a master seal, which would turn him into a grand master, which is to say basically what he is now, but even more and better.
Huh.
Or we could use the second seal to entirely change his path into literally anything we feel like. Lot of options when we're going that path.
Huh. Well,
Yeah. And I am absolute bupkis when it comes to this sort of thing. I am so terrible at decisions. I second guess myself all of the time.
wouldn't be much help in that regard because I'm a lot the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at all those options and I think, oh, one of those would be really cool, but which one?
Yeah, so the real problem here is just trying to be, I guess, assertive with my decisions. I'm not too grand at that. All right, I guess. Okay, I'll hold off.
I mean, he
Yes?
does use a lot of spells as it is, so should we put him on the path of using, like, continuing to do what he does?
That's true. I mean, if I wanted to change his class, changing him over to a mage would actually make a lot of sense.
But then again, there's also to take into account what would most benefit what you want to show me.
That's also a factor. I do
Yeah.
definitely want to show characters getting reclassed because it's just really cool, and sometimes you can get the single most hilarious combinations. Okay.
Ah.
I'll
Well, you
think-
know what? Actually, maybe we should go for something like that. Think of like what combination would be borderline actually both helpful and kind of hilarious that you would want me to see.
Good
And
call.
let's go with that.
Good call.
Yeah, let's go with what you want to show off to me.
Okay, I'll put some thought
What you
into
think
that.
would be, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
all
do
right.
that.
I'll put a little bit more thought into it. Until then, because I want to put off the story a little bit more, because boy, howdy, does it get deep. Let's go ahead and go to Paralogue 3, A Strangled Peace. I'm sure everything will be very lighthearted here. But Lord, look! Risen! Ugh, there's a village just ahead. Come on!
Are they ever?
Help! Help, open the gates! The dead walk the earth, and if you've any kindness in you, open the gates! We're from Woodham up the road, you know us! Please open the... Gods, no, they're here! Ah!
I tell you, the basement is the safest place.
Honestly, it usually is. The townsfolk of this village.
So you're on the you're in the camp of Mr. Cooper was right, huh?
Who's Mr. Cooper?
Man hasn't even seen Night of the Living Dead.
I have not. I don't like horror. You know this.
Boo.
You can't possibly be surprised. Anyway, the townsfolk of this village are renowned for their hospitality. How could they turn away refugees fearing for their lives? Let's worry about saving those lives first. We can ask questions later. I'm all about those questions laters. Alright, let's see. Let's try to make it so a different combo of characters save the day. What's an unorthodox combo that I've yet to bear witness to, I ponder? Yeah, that sounds stupid enough to be okay. Let's go for it.
Oh? What are we doing here? What are we rocking with?
I'll tell you what we're rocking with. All right, well, first things first. Let's see, how many? Ooh, yeah, okay, so the name of the game is Keep Them Alive. That's the goal. Okay, so with all those folks doing their thing, they're doing their thing. It's real good stuff. All right, From, you chill out there for now. And then, let's see, how to go about this. Okay, Robin
He's
gets
chilling like a civilian.
Yes, Robin gets absolutely no experience, so he can just give all of these incredibly amazing stat boosts to Sully for now, and they can just be total bros together.
Bros with Sully sounds like the greatest idea.
It's honestly kind of is. I mean, hopefully she's forgiven the whole bowel problem thing.
Yes.
Never forget. Never forget. Okay, so something we absolutely positively need to do is get all the hell the way over here. Let's see. Actually, Sumia, could you fly there? No, you can't. Okay.
Boy, you know, I was just thinking, how degrading does it have to be the person that you think of, for better or for worse, every single time you take a dump for the rest of your life? You think back on that one situation, and you're like, that guy.
You sure are a person who uses the English language in ways I wish they wouldn't.
That's what I do.
Thank you.
All right, well, anyway, that's one less dude who could potentially murder a bunch of villagers.
I live to make Max a few trades uncomfortable.
And you do it expertly, my friends. Let nobody on this earth ever say otherwise. Let's see. Oh, gods. What would be the right call here? Okay, we'll just stick with that for now. Okay, please don't die outright. That's all I ask, is just don't die outright. And they didn't. Okay. Alright, very good. Very good. Why are they all going after them? Sumia and Frederick do not need to be the heroes of this paralogue again. They already have 2 to their name.
Save the Purple.
Yes, yes, the Purple will be saved. No,
They also need a #1 jam.
I can't guarantee a #1 jam. I can maybe hit the hot 100, but that's about it. Regardless, Donald and the Bunny. Whoa!
And debuting at number 93 in the top 100 charts is Donald and the Bunny.
Who'd have ever thought something that stupid would ever make it that far? Huh, go figure. Regardless. Okay, well, the good news is we protected the village. The bad news is everything else.
Give Donald and the Bunny about 20 years and it'll show up on Todd in the Shadows' one-hit wonderland.
Yeah, probably. That's about as good as I could ever hope for. But hey, one hit is more than a lot of other people get, so I ain't about to get all complainy about it.
I sure like making references that only 2 people will ever get.
Like I give a dang. I do it all the time. Do you have any idea how many times I often just make reference to old material that literally nobody in my audience would ever get in a million years? But then you are one of the very few people who go, hey, I understood that one. And I'm like, worth. That's all it takes.
Yes, I am the Captain America.
References. Anyway, you're doing great out there. Why don't you and me and tag team some risen scum? Certainly. I'll devise some strategies and drop by later. Good.
Yay,
good.
Friends.
Good, good. All right. Now you
He's
guys
making friends time. Battle tends to do that.
making friends. It's that one Earthbound song. It's a really the really pretty sounding one.
I do like that one. By the way, you know, if me and you were battling amongst a horde of enemies, you think we'd become even better pals?
I feel like it wouldn't hurt. I mean,
Yeah, it's true.
there's many recorded instances of, you know, basically what's for lack of a better term, war buddies, essentially.
Yeah, yeah.
Where, like,
Hey,
even
man.
even if you don't necessarily, and I'm not saying this about us, I'm just saying, even if two people
Yeah, yeah.
necessarily did not like each other, the fact that you have to work alongside each other in such an incredibly intimate way and, you know, keep each other alive, there's a bond that forms as a result of that sort of thing.
Hey, man, well, I just want you to know I would always have your back.
I know you would, man. And I thee, of course. Get yourself stabbed on! There you go. Not you, the Risen, of course.
Of course, I know.
A horse, of course. I'm funny.
Now
Anyway,
that's a horse of a different color.
man, we're okay. Our horse references are getting a little bit mixed up.
My Little Pony.
Okay, now it's officially gone off the rails.
Yeah, it has.
Odds and bodkins.
Look
Okay,
at my horse. My horse is amazing.
Wow! Weeble and stuff. Okay. Man, this is just the episode of things literally nobody but us are gonna get. Whew. Alright, well.
I'm sorry, man. It's just, you know, like, I'm not horse yet.
Yeah, give it time. Give it time.
My voice is still going, okay, whatever. This is the episode about horses.
I guess. There you go. Give him the old stabba stabba. Stabba stabba stabba. There you go, Donald and the bunny. Gonna keep on doing their thing. Good, good. That's why I dumped them into the middle of the situation. Any Togwell would be pleased. I assume. I don't.
Well, I mean, we kind of have to. There's only one left.
Yeah, so I guess when you're the last member of a species, you're pretty much the thing that determines everything about your race, I guess. Odd, that.
Boy, that's an odd and dark conversation to be having.
More than slightly. Are you all right? Oh, thank goodness you've come. Are you here to help us? Yes, actually.
Yes.
We'll hold them off. Run! Understood? If we make it out alive, I'll repay you, I swear. Good, good, good. I don't need repayments, but, you know, it's still appreciated. Let's see here. Okay.
I could go for that taco that I didn't get a while back.
Nah,
The one
okay.
you wouldn't get me.
Yeah, well, you know what? I have no regrets. And you're just gonna have to Kentucky Fried deal with it.
Fine, I'll just call DoorDash. I thought maybe you'd come over from whatever state you are, but no, apparently I can't count on that for a single taco.
The state of self-satisfaction.
Womp.
Anyway, anything else going on around these here parts? Doesn't seem so. I never bothered to actually visit the village. Good thing I remembered.
We should do that.
Yeah. Shepherds are always welcome here. Here, please take this with you. Ooh, a fancy bow. Thank you.
Nice.
All right. You don't think you'd take a swing at her? I don't think so. Actually, one.
She
Yeah.
She has horse and spear. Your argument is invalid.
It's true. It's true. And when I'm done, I already have a plan for Sully and how her class is going to go. When I'm done,
Oh, that's good.
she'll have neither of those things.
Oh, no.
No. In a good way. In a good way. Don't you worry.
Okay, well, I look forward to seeing it.
All right. I was kind of going for Donnie and Pan being the Grand Mock Poobahs of the situation, honestly. But, yeah, we'll keep on trying for it. All right, you guys just march
The
through.
Grand Poobah.
The Grand
What is this?
Poobah.
What is this? The Loyal Buffalo?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Man, I thought my references were old. You're over here, like, talking about the Flintstones.
What's wrong with the Flintstones?
Well, nothing.
It's the Honeymooners if it aged better.
Oh, that's a take.
Well, it's true.
Yeah, the Flintstones aged great. Have a puff of a nice Marlboro cigarette, my
Okay,
guy.
I said better, not perfectly. Look, I'm just saying Fred never threatened to punch anybody, okay? I mean, you know exactly the context that I mean. Anyway, I'd like to stop this conversation and instead fight this guy.
Yes, we're not gonna get into talking about domestic abuse here.
Great.
It
now-
is time to watch Donald die.
He didn't die. Ah, I've never been hit so hard. Better get out here and heal up. God dang.
By the way, is the dialogue different?
If
I mean,
they're-
it has to be, right?
If they die, yes.
Oh, it's probably tons Saturn that I probably don't really need to know about.
It gets so depressing. Like, okay, just one small example would be like, say, if Kellum dies, literally his last words are like something to the effect of him knowing that literally no one will even notice that he's gone.
Ouch.
Yeah, so stuff like that. So
Why you punching my soul?
It's what I do sometimes. You know how it be. All right. I was not expecting this one particular Risen Chief to be so extraordinarily buff. Either way, he's dead now. Good, good. Sully, continue to go on a tear. And an elixir? Well, all right then. All right, Robin and Sully are the MVPs this time. That's fine.
Thank you.
Everybody loves the Sully.
Yeah, she's great. I've not the words to thank you, nor the treasure to pay you, but here, take this. I didn't think people like you still existed. Oh, I'll never forget this. Do you suppose the village will continue to bar its gates to refugees?
Right.
As long as they view the Risen as someone else's problem, then yeah.
Ah.
They claim to love peace, yet the uneasy peace found behind a barricade is nothing I'd want. Peace begins when the fighting is over and the barricades come down. I pray they can see the truth of that before it's too late. Deep thoughts with the Frederick. Ooh, a seraph robe and a log? Hell yeah! A ladle!
Log rolls downstairs, a loader in pairs was over your neighbor's dog.
As they deserve. I don't regret my words, I mean it. Damn, that neighbor dog sucks. We don't know their actual name. We just called the dog Aru because every single time you want to take out the goddamn garbage cans, they come barreling over the entire front yard just so they can get all up in the chain link fence and start going, "Arr, arr." And I'm just like, oh my god, I hate you so much.
Oh man, I was gonna say this sounds like it was coming from personal experience, but then you just kept going, and I was like, oh man, he's really that sounds horrible, man. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
He sounds like the devil dog, like the worst dog in existence, like even worse than the one that almost ate Rick Moranis in Ghostbusters. My God, I am a dork.
Yes. Yes, you are.
You know, it's sometimes like this, I wonder if I'm like way too much like Wade Wilson to the point where like pop culture references just rule my entire life and I feel sad about it.
Take your time.
It is what it is. Anyway.
Everything reminds me of something else.
Well, what are you gonna do about it? Not a lot. Let's see.
Usually just trying to mask my pain, pretend that it's funny, and that it never gets old. And that people don't actively dislike me for that being the sole part of my personality that most people ever know about.
Well, I know many things about you, and I think you're a cool guy.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I think you're awesome as well.
Well, I would certainly hope so. Otherwise, the fact that we're doing this right now would be incredibly bizarre.
Yeah, that's like... You being my best friend is about 80% of the reason that I'm here. The other 20% is busting your balls, but 80% is because you're a great guy.
I compliment the man, and this is what ends up happening.
Hey, man, 80% versus 20% is nothing to be ashamed of.
True, true, but math is still forever my eternal nemesis. Regardless, Robin and Sully are about to go A-rank. That sounds nice.
It really does. I'd like to see it.
Hiya!
Can they put the past pooping behind them?
Perhaps?
Behind them.
That's the part of it that you're laughing at? I can think of 3 other words that work better for that. Anyway, looking good, Sully. Feeling better, I take it? Just look at those muscles. I'd say your training's paid off. It's getting there. Still got a bit of flab right here, though. Where? Here? Hey, hands off the merchandise! Sully, that's not fat, that's loose skin. Eh. I knew something was weird when you told me that you were worried about getting flabby. You train harder than anyone I know. Skin, huh? Yeah. It's probably a result of the seaweed. You lost a lot of weight during your trial, and the muscle is still filling in. Give it another week of combat and eating right, it'll disappear soon enough. Huh. I guess that makes sense.
Well...
Trust me, you're in perfect shape. I should know, I've been training with you all week.
Oh, yeah?
Huh. Oh, alright then. I guess that means you win our contest. My belly hasn't shrunk an inch. Well, don't go trying any of that damn seaweed. No, that would be a foolish thing to... oh boy. Oh, don't tell me you ate the seaweed. You kept getting skinnier, I had to catch up.
IBS.
You idiots, you saw what that stuff did to me. No, you're right. So right. Gotta go.
He has got the worst IBS right now.
Yikes, that did not sound good. You know, I'm just gonna throw this out here.
Yes.
Sully and Robin's relationship is actually fairly wholesome in a lot of regards, but the fact that that's the entire line of conversation that leads up to a potential marriage proposal is exceptionally funny.
That it basically revolves around irritable bowel syndrome?
Yes. Look, when two people suffer from it at the same time, a bond is formed that neither of us could ever possibly fathom.
Speaking from experience? Okay, I'll get off of that. But I'll just say that, like, yeah, I've seen marriages and, and other such relationships founded on worse things.
Yes, I suppose this is true. At least it's the type of thing you can look back on and laugh about. It's something to that effect. All right, Sully, you go out. Donald, you go in. Okay, now here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna stash you guys over there. And then you guys are gonna go over here and you're gonna do the big combat. Go over there, stab him in the face, and there you go. You see, they gave him the old double stab. That's exactly what you want to see with your life. Next up, Maribel.
Well, I mean, a double stab isn't really what I want to see in my life.
I mean, it depends on if you're doing the stabbing and of what is currently being stabbed.
Yeah, no, I don't want to, see it from my first-person perspective.
Yeah,
a stab coming my way.
Oh, yeah, no, that's more than fair.
I imagine most people wouldn't.
I would.
Well,
hope.
I mean, there are some people that are probably weird about that kind of thing.
There's always somebody that's weird about everything. I've learned that from my days on the internet.
The internet destroys all innocence.
In just about every conceivable way. It teaches you so many things that you wish you just didn't know. Anyway, good lord, I know that this was an archer-themed one. Damn, that's a lot of archers. I'd say that's too many goddamn archers is what this whole thing is. Also, I
Good
think
thing we don't have somebody that uses a flying horse.
I mean, we do, but she's attached to Frederick right now, so she's safe.
Well, that's good.
Yeah. That was the entire goal. Anyway, I like to have Donald and Pan hang out because she's a rabbit and he's from a farm, so it's like he has a rabbit hutch.
Oh, that's adorable.
I think so, actually. You never seem bored, do you? How do you spend your rainy days? I make sure everyone else is safe and sound. Nothing hurts like losing a comrade. That's a surprisingly deeper response than I was actually going for, but sure, all right. Okay, you know what we can do? Nobody's gonna die, so I'll just skip past the entire enemy turn.
Wow.
I mean, I knew nobody was gonna die. Okay, admittedly, Donald came kind of close, but he's fine. Just use a vulnerary. He's hiding in a fort.
Walk it off, man. Walk it off.
Robin will kill one of the archers, so there's less things hitting him next time. Yeah, there you go.
One lap around the track, you'll be fine.
He's gonna be totes okay. You got nothing to worry about. Oh yeah, I forgot you could do that with the camera.
Woo, 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 woo.
Why anybody would, I don't know, but there you are. Uh-oh. You okay?
Excuse me for that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Just
Do you require medical resistance?
is that what you learned from health class?
You know it.
Yeah, my throat is just a little sore.
That's okay. That's okay. Take it easy, my friends. Take it
I'm
easy.
hanging in there. I'm doing all my best.
You are. It's true. All right, now if Donald could get to level 20, god damn, would that be great. Your luck stat is absurd.
I want to knock that off as soon as possible.
Don't worry. It's all good. It's all good. Anyway, that takes care of all the risens. No more risens this day. No more. But lots
So
of new
you're saying
conversations.
they didn't get a rise out of you?
So you're saying shut up, it's time for more conversations?
Exactly.
Yeah, it's time for some A ranks. All right, Frederick and Sumia, let's see how you two are doing.
Oh man, A ranks.
Yeah. What to do, what to do.
Huh?
Hello, Frederick. Is something wrong?
Right.
Ah, Sumia. Yes, something is wrong. This horse escaped the paddock during the night. I managed to catch it by the bridle, but the foul beast refuses to be led back.
Oh.
Oh, is that all? Here, let me try.
Oh.
No, milady, it's too dangerous. The brute is practically foaming at the mouth. Oh, don't be silly. There, what a nice horsey. Shh. Auntie Sumia won't hurt you, I promise. But if you stay out here, the wolves might get you. Let's go back to your friends.
And then Sumia got eaten by a horse.
Yeah, I mean, that seems unlikely. By the 9 heavens, it's moving! We'll be fine, Frederick. I'll make sure this brave guy gets back safe.
Always impressive.
You have a gift, milady. I thought the creature would die on this very spot.
No.
Oh, he just needed some encouragement is all. It's kind of like how you aid and motivate Grom. Humans and horses both need friends to lean on sometimes.
I see.
Still, you performed a great service, and I am in your debt.
You know me.
Oh, really? It's not a big... Do not be modest, my lady. I might have wrestled that beast all day without you. Yes, possibly, except, well, the thing is... See, last night I fed the horses, and... You know the latch on the gate? The one you're supposed to close? Well, there's a teensy tiny possibility I might have left it kind of open.
Right.
By the gods, so it was you who let the demon beast free!
Off a cliff!
Ah, Sumia don't deserve that mess. Anyway, alright, we got A rank with Soya. Let's see what A rank with Maribel is like.
We're about to.
Lord.
My lord, I hope this day finds you well. As well as can be expected.
My parasol bids you welcome.
Yes. If there's anything I can do to ease your burden, you will let me know, won't you?
Right.
Of course. Thank you, Maribel. But you really need to stop.
She looks like she could stab a fool with that.
It looks pointy, yeah. But you really need to stop exhausting yourself on my behalf. I don't deserve it.
Like a
Bite your-
spleen kebab.
Bite your tongue! Serving you is sheer delight. Why, I'd gladly lay down my life for you and Lissa. Well, let's hope it never comes to that. I don't want anyone dying for my sake.
Nah.
No.
But on such a day, I would be first in line to thrust myself upon the enemy's pikes. That reminds me. I talked to some soldiers who saw you get captured by Plegia. They say that as the Plegian army approached, you went out to meet them. That you parleyed with their captain, asking them to withdraw from Ulysses. And that the honorless curs responded by taking you hostage. Tell me the truth, Maribel. Did you do this for me and Lissa? I thought to protect you and Lissa from danger. That was my only goal. I know it was wrong of me to take such drastic action without consulting you, but you must believe me when I say... Enough, Maribel. I believe you. But I need you to promise something. You must never take such a rash action again. Do you understand? Yes, but just as you care for me and Lissa, so do we care about you. We would never forgive ourselves if you came to harm for our sake.
My gratitude.
You are too kind, my lord. I solemnly swear that I will never do such a foolish thing again.
No.
It wasn't foolish, Maribel. It was brave and noble. But if we don't fight as equals in this war, we have no hope of winning it. And if Lissa and I were to lose you, it'd be a pain we couldn't bear. It won't happen again, my lord. I swear it. We must stand shoulder to shoulder. Divided we fall, but together we rise.
That was very nice.
That was a
I enjoyed that one.
That was a very, very solid, solid A rank right there.
Hell
course-
yeah.
Of course, that really does not help a ton because I'm gonna be honest with you, Crom has really solid chemistry with both of these girls. Oh no.
Oh yeah. We can definitely go in S rank with either of them, and to be honest, I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, I can't tell. Okay, so allow me to give you some of my thoughts at this point.
Please do.
So we have Lissa, Maribel, and Sully. I think maybe tied for my 3 favorite characters
Yeah.
so far in this.
Yeah. That makes sense.
So yeah. It's kind of difficult to think about the options between them.
Yeah. I want them to be their most happy. That is kind of the entire goal.
And I wouldn't really risk making a recommendation until I know just a little bit more. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, we don't even have like the A rank with Lissa yet, I don't think.
Well, yeah, but Crom is also not going to be marrying Lissa.
Oh yeah, not her, not him. I mean, in general, someone else. What did you think I was going with that?
I don't know. We
No.
were talking about Crom at the time.
Well, I'm sorry. I was thinking about like any other character.
Right.
I was thinking about in general.
In general,
you know.
don't know where you want these characters to go
Yeah.
yet because, okay, there's not enough big sample
Yeah.
size.
And I was also mainly thinking about Robin because he's kind of like our player character, even
Yeah.
though Cromsey is like more or less the main character, but Robin
Yeah.
is like our player character. So in terms, I was thinking about like in the first person as us, Robin and Lissa as a possible choice. I wasn't thinking about like, you know.
Yes, I know. I'm just
Yeah.
I'm making jokes.
Yeah, I need to clarify. Like I was thinking like in general. But then again, that actually means that we do have a potential for Robin and Lissa.
We do. So, I mean, let's be real. They have a very adorable dynamic so far.
Yeah, okay, so in that case, let's see. Maribel and well, you know, actually I think as hard as this is to say, I think Crom seems to have a more personable reaction with Sully, I guess.
He does have a childhood, he's known her since then.
Yeah, and the A rank with Maribel seemed a little too friendshipy.
I could see how you might think
Like,
that.
like equal friendshipy. Yeah, they didn't really seem like they were.
It didn't seem like a romance was trying to really come out from that.
Yeah, exactly. But Sully, I mean, the talk that they had together was a really good one.
I mean,
I really enjoyed that one.
Crom literally said that Sully was a rock that grounded him and that he really appreciated that. He appreciates the stability and normalcy that she provides him. That comes off as a little bit more romantic to me.
Yeah, and a lot of history too, so that's definitely one to keep in mind. I might go with that.
I think
in
I
general.
might. Because straight up, here's the thing. Mystery Girl here, it actually is a pretty decent relationship, but I know that there are other characters better for her, so I'd rather not toss her.
Oh, okay.
I'd rather not toss her into the situation purely off of the lulls, as it were.
And I know it's just jokes, and I know it's just mostly like a bunch of memes and stuff like that at this point. But I actually do really find Robin and Lissa's interactions absolutely adorable.
Absolutely.
So I would actually consider Lissa and Robin and Crom and Sully.
As of right this moment, that's where I am currently leaning.
Yeah, that's my thoughts too. So we're at least in agreement on that one.
We'll see what we can do with a little bit more time. That said, I believe it's time for Chapter 8, Border Sands. They're not the Borderlands, they're the Border Sands. Do you understand me?
Yes, I do.
Okay, good. Just had to make sure.
I haven't played Borderlands, so I wouldn't know.
Yeah, me neither.